And one of the major differences in a recently introduced bill to roll back pay raises for elected and appointed officials is the exclusion of the village mayors. Bill 11 looks to repeal Public Law 32-208 and bring back the salaries of elected officials and their cabinet members back down to levels before the 2014 Competitive Wage Act was enacted. However, breaking from similar legislation introduced by Senator Mike Nicholas in the 33rd GUAM legislature, this time around, Bill 11 does not include rolling back the raises of village mayors.
You know, the mayors were included in the 33rd GUAM legislature as part of the political realities. When I was originally shopping around the repeal bill back then, there were certain senators who were not going to sign on unless the mayors were included. And so in order to try and garner as much support for it at that time, we included the mayors. Now that we are in the 34th GUAM legislature, some of those senators are no longer with us. And so we're doing a clean repeal of 32-208. If that same sentiment creeps up over the course of the process, we'll go ahead and entertain that. But at this time, that has not been the conversation from some of the members of the 34th.
Meanwhile, in response to Bill 11, Adelup maintains their position that repealing the pay raises would negatively impact Guam in the long run by preventing the government from attracting the best candidates for the job. Senator Nicholas responds to this.
The interesting thing about that statement that they've made is that, first of all, we've never had a challenge ever in filling any senator position, any governor position, any director position. There's always a lot of people within the government of Guam and throughout the island who are willing to take on those roles. And secondly, if increasing those salaries was supposed to somehow bring in a newer, fresher, or better crop, why do we still have the same people in the same spots after the raises were given out?
Senators Lee and Nicholas held a press conference this morning to discuss Bill 11. You can read that full bill online at pacificnewscenter.com.